Hello folks, and welcome to XCOM2. So, what do we have down here? Unused Illyrium cores. Alright, so we've got Sigrid in here still, but I guess we're done with our Proving Ground mission, so... Well, I like the sound of experimental ammo. Skull mining is somewhat interesting. More intel gained from enemies and increased hacking for the soldier carrying one, but yeah, it kind of seems like experimental ammo is at least something I want to check out. Alright, so we've got that going. I kind of want to get another engineer, cause I mean, with only the one, I've got her there, and I kind of want to see what that's about. But I also probably need to worry about building something. The problem is, I don't know, like, if I really need this resistance comms building currently, or if I need any of these really. Like, this would be cool. But any building I build right now will take up all our available power. And if I build a power relay, we won't have any available places to build any more buildings. So, kind of sounds like I need to get an engineer. If I can remember how I'm supposed to get engineers? Alright, yeah, that is a good question. I don't think that actually happens here. What is the vendor report? Oh, this kind of just gives us an overview of things, right? Yeah. What costs what? Who is where? Okay. Nice. Objectives, yeah, we're kind of familiar with that. Got some people injured over in the armory. How about engineering? Is there anything here in terms of items we're interested in? The battle scanner, not really, I don't think, at present. The medikit we have. Yeah, the mine shield is interesting, not really where I want to go currently. Nanoscale vest, you say? I mean, if this is an actual armor, that would probably be interesting, but I also don't know how good it is. Yeah, a light armor underlay. So I'm assuming this takes up the an equipment slot. You know, it replaces a grenade or what have you. So I think I would rather keep that slot for other things currently. Inventory. Yeah, so we have a few things
what do you know
at
about
present.
Gene therapy clinics, Doctor? They seem like a big draw for the cities right now.
Having worked in one of the facilities, I can tell you firsthand. They do offer a level of medical care unmatched by any previous effort in our history. The aliens have effectively cured all of humanity's greatest ailments. Cancer, malaria, AIDS. The process is relatively simple.
Stop being
As long as
human?
you're compliant.
Yes. The price of admission is acceptance of all Advent policies. For many people, that's hardly a consideration. A minor inconvenience at most.
I'm beginning to see the appeal.
Pretty much. Yeah, miracle drugs are pretty easy to sell, generally speaking. Alright, let's head to the bridge. Ooh, the Resistance has heard rumors of a black market in the wilderness near one of our havens. If we scan the area, we may be able to locate them and see what they have to offer. Very interesting. Alright, so
Setting course for Mexico.
I'm doing what now? Okay, alright, so I guess Maybe I had a one-time shot to buy some engineers. Is that the way that works? Interesting. Interesting.
For most of our
Living
soldiers,
quarters?
the living quarters on board the Avenger are a step up from the conditions they've had to live with on the ground.
Interesting. Okay, so it seems like that is not currently an option. Alright, fine. Back to the geoscape. And I guess I'll do a short.
I am sure you will find the results to be as intriguing as I do, Commander.
Yes, I'm certain I will.
Although Advent clearly intended for these units to be their means of dealing with any unruly civilians within the city centers, it seems they have come to rely on more brutal means of pacification in the time since.
Alright, new item available, Arc Blade. That does sound interesting. And it looks interesting as well. When pure kinetic energy is no longer sufficient in the field, the Arc Blade may prove necessary. Boosts the standard sword's combat effectiveness with the addition of an electric field capable of stunning enemies that are not outright killed. I like the sound of that. So this is interesting. Dedicate my team's resources to decrypting the files and ensuring that we recover the large amount of intel stored within. So I'm guessing this is basically going to be like a one-time boost of intel, or maybe, you know, like an increase to all incoming intel from here on out. But I do like the sound of improving our weapons or our armor. I like that a lot. I mean, it'll take, you know, 2 weeks or a little better, but it is powerful. So I guess the question is, which one do I want to do first? In general, my plan in the past game was offense first, because I mean, yes, you want to have your, you know, highly trained folks stay alive, but honestly, the first step up normally also denoted your time meeting up with mutons, which were an increase in weapon damage, so it sort of was samey, and it was generally more effective to have stronger weapons. I don't know if that's also the case in this game, but it's a day faster and doesn't cost alloys, so I'll research weapons first.
Valuable applications stemming from this technology. I'll have a report assembled as soon as the research is complete.
Yes, a number, such as 2, bang, and bang. Regardless.
Advent clinics, I saw medical breakthroughs that would have been considered nothing short of miraculous at any time before the aliens' arrival. The elderly and infirm so revitalized with a single treatment that they were often brought to tears. It's a powerful, powerful thing the aliens have developed. Perhaps their most insidious creation of all. For my part, I remain deeply conflicted.
All you have to do is accept this spider, a snake DNA into your system. I don't know where spider came from. It was supposed to be snake, but sometimes the mouth just moves independently of the brain.
Commander, you should establish contact with the local resistance network as soon as possible. The aliens are undoubtedly moving forward with their plans.
So what you're saying is this is a game telling me to get my act together. Fine, game.
Setting course.
Fine.
Western U.S. precinct.
I'll go make contact with these folks. We're gonna set your trees on fire. Hi! I am Human. What are you?
Objective added.
Black site must be investigated by an XCOM strike team, and any relevant artifacts must be recovered for study. Yeah, that sounds about right. Tell me more. Okay, so this brings up the current objectives, and it tells you the exact same thing. What's the point in having tell me more if it doesn't, tell me more? Oh well.
Commander, we've established contact with the local resistance, and we're ready to move on the alien black site on your order. Advent's been keeping this facility a closely guarded secret. We should make sure our troops are ready for a tough fight before we send them out there. Commander, I've updated our current objectives based on the most recent findings.
Yeah, I think we're going to want to wait until we have our folks back from being injured before we attack this heavily defended fortress. It's just a thought I have. So, I guess in that case, we may as well check out the black market in the meantime. I mean, we've got to make like gorillas and deal with the black market, right? Oh, Sharon's back. Good. Good. Ah, and the rookie is back. Dragon rounds. Come with a highly combustible mini charge. I like the sound of it so far. Dragon rounds do bonus damage to all targets and can even set some targets alight. Oh, that's pleasant. 1 dragon round has been added to the inventory. Okay, so I don't know if this is a, one use, like, excuse me, like one mission thing, and then you have to keep building them and building them, or if it's like a weapon upgrade, or what the deal is there, but it sounds cool. So let's go have a look at that. You can show me the dragon rounds. Okay, so that tells me nothing. Good, good. I would be upset if it did. Ooh, you can build an arc blade. 90 supplies and 10 alloys. See, I wish there was more like definitive information here. Like in the last game, there was a little box like right here, or I guess it was down over here. When you moused over something, or clicked on it rather, you click the box and it would give you more in-depth information. That doesn't seem to be the case here, and it makes me sad. Interesting. I guess we have to go through and do another project each time? Is that the way that works? With the experimental ammo? Well, I mean, look, we didn't research the arc blade to not build an arc blade, so let's find out. Alright, so in the inventory, does it 1 show up, or does it 2 tell me anything? It does neither of those things, so that's impressive. Alright, in the proving ground, we could do more experimental ammo. We could do an experimental grenade. Make another skulljack, or research skull mining. Well, I guess that takes it does cost 75 supplies. Do I really need to do that? I guess if I have this done before we capture somebody with the skulljack, I guess it just provides an improvement to that capture. Or I could have Sigrid go clean some other stuff out.
Sounds good, Commander.
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
let you know as soon as the project is ready for deployment.
We'll see what the skull mining is all about. Well, let's go to the armory and let's take a look at... God, Jane is still out for a week, basically. Alright, so does this count as a loadout? No, it just is. Alright, So it's actually just better. Better damage, better crit chance, and oh, that's actually a pretty good stun chance. 25%, not bad at all. So does Jane get it automatically? God, Zero will. Ugh. She does, okay. Okay, that tells you what augments you have. Gotcha. I didn't notice that on Jessica's. Alright, cool. So, like, Sharon is still at 0 will. That's gonna be fun when we run into the sectoids and all that fun stuff. It'll be great. Good time for everybody. Head back to the bridge here, and we'll keep working at checking out the black market. Seem willing to provide us with material support in exchange for intel. Right. I mean, I guess it's kind of good that they don't take supplies, because I just spent a whole ton of them, but yeah. Okay, so we could have our research time on magnetic weapons. So that was 14 days, so that'd be knock 7 days off. That is pretty valuable. Although, I mean, I don't really know the absolute value of intel so far. Although, I guess they're more valuable than supplies, but I kind of expected that. My brain from the last XCOM game tells me that these two things are probably really valuable early on, but I don't know that that's the case. Lyrium crystals. Good for an extra pick-me-up in your coffee, too. Interesting. I do not know what these things do at all. So I guess I won't be purchasing them. I guess I was talking about picking up an engineer. 80 intel. How does the supplies work? Okay, so 184 supplies would be 70 intel. So this guy is like 200 supplies. I don't remember what they were that time they showed up for supplies, but that seems decently expensive. But yeah, I guess I'll do it. Right. So I could have the time on magnetic weapons still, but I don't know what other intel cost I'm gonna have coming up. I guess 92 supplies wouldn't be terrible. I think I'm just going to sit on my intel for now. How about inventory? Okay, so they buy in scrap. So we'd sell our dragon rounds. Okay, so they're very interested in this faceless corpse and these sectoid corpses. I don't know how necessary it is to have sectoid corpses. I mean, we've seen that there are things they can be used for now, and presumably there are more things they can be used for later. So I think I'm just going to hold on to them and not worry about it here in exchange for 10 supplies. And yeah, we'll just say good day. And I could come back here and scan for intel. I guess more rookies is a good thing. I could also make contact over here. Guess that's more supplies coming in, but
Commander, we've
received word that
Interesting.
the aliens have completed a facility devoted to their work on the Avatar project. If we can establish contact with the local resistance forces in this region, we can make a move on that facility and destroy it to set back the aliens' operation.
I mean, we just have to get to Finland from Mexico. I mean, I understand we've got a ship that can fly, but still, like, you're wanting us to do these like baby hop step things, and now you're like, hey, go to Finland. Yeah. Alright. Aliens have constructed a facility deep in the wilderness. It is fueling progress towards our Avatar project. We must destroy it. Okay, well, that's very interesting. Oh, good. Good, so they're closer to this thing. That sounds great, and by great I mean I'm scared. Okay, so this Western US thing isn't actually advancing us to our goal here, because we need to go to the Eastern US. Why are you... what game? Why... Can I fly there? I can't fly there. Why are you locking the map here if I can't even fly there? Alright, we'll get 125 supplies when we launch, or when we successfully take out this black site. But that's not currently happening. Why? Why is this a thing? Do I have to, like, leave the geoscape and come back to be able to control it again? Oh, right, I have that guy. Yeah, apparently I do. Okay, well, that's fair.
Commander, I appreciate you recruiting new staff for the engineering team, but as it stands, we have people still waiting for an assignment. We can have them working on construction, excavation, or staffing a facility.
Indeed we can. And in this case, I was going to say we were going to have them working on excavation. We do have a... yeah, we have her working on something there. So let's have him clear out... yeah, Hiroki, you excavate this area. We'll get a little more supplies that way. A little more supplies? A few more supplies? A little more in the way of supplies? Oh, English. Such difficult. Many tough. Oh, this seems bad?
Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
Interesting. Alright. So there are a lot of things that seem to be going poorly for us right now. Meanwhile, we're searching for more rookies.
Priority message coming through, Commander. Putting it on screen now.
Good, good. I'm glad to hear it.
I had high hopes for the Resistance under your leadership, Commander, and you have outdone yourself.
I mean, I'm pretty awesome. By which I mean, yeah. Alien activity, Avatar progress 5, alien facilities constructed 1. Interesting. New staff available. A corporal, you say? And a doctor. Interesting. So, intel regarding the aliens' current activities. Alright, so this is still a thing going on. Padding. Advent invest in improving their battle gear, adding armor to some of their soldiers in the field for a month. Good, great. That's wonderful. There's a hidden event that we can reveal for 25 intel. Interesting. Well, I mean, just just to know. Let's reveal here. Event cracks down on resistance recruitment, increasing the cost of recruits, doubling the cost of recruits for a month. Interesting. So all these sound bad.
Avenger
Yes.
plotting new course.
Yes, let's go get the supplies, shall we? Alright, so there's a lot of negatives going on, apparently. Alright, so Operation Winter Wedge. Rescue a VIP from Advent Cell. Dr. Rebecca Golan, an engineer, 109 Intel. Well, I guess we're going to launch the mission.
For Western United States.
Bouncing around and not getting much done. Sounds about right.
Shen aren't going to be happy if we don't put the Skulljack to good use. We should have one of our soldiers equip it before they deploy.
Quiet, you. Alright, so we've got... Yeah, we're basically back to our normal loadout, except... Yeah, except we've got Jessica instead of Jane. Yeah, make... Right, let's have one... Oh. Yeah, there we go. Let's have one carry the medikit. Oh, dragon rounds are... Oh, they're a utility item. Yeah, that's fair. Makes sense. So this... It's not actually different. Okay, that's fair. I probably want to just stick to her having 2 grenades, and I'll put the Skulljack on Jessica. Sure. Seems fine, and I guess I could have Jeff use the dragon rounds. Yeah, +1 damage? Yeah, that seems great. There's no way this goes poorly. See, difficulty easy. Everyone's gonna die. No one's coming home.
Sky
In position for deployment.
That was quick.
Advent is holding a VIP of some value to the Resistance. The spokesman has asked us to move in and attempt a rescue operation. We're expecting heavy resistance at the site, and the aliens have had extensive air support moving in that region that'll keep Firebrand grounded. Lock down the area, eliminate all hostile contacts, and secure the VIP.
Interesting. Well, I think we'll do just fine rescuing a VIP. There's no way that could go poorly. I mean, unarmed folks often do great in combat zones. It's just fact. Oh yeah.
Confirmed location for the VIP. Move to rendezvous. Eliminate all hostile contacts.
We're operating in the shadows.
12 turns, you say? This is gonna be fun. And by fun, I mean not that. Not that at all. Alright, I guess I'm gonna move one there. Where do I put Jeff? I guess it's possible to get on top of that thing, is it? Yes, that'll be a pretty good place to put Jeff. Alright, I guess Jessica's gonna go there.
Affirmative. Moving out. Enemy sighted.
Oh, good. Good, it's a snake man. I do love snake men. Right, right.
Position confirmed.
Alright, I guess for now I'm going to have everyone just kind of go on Overwatch where they are. And
On Overwatch.
we'll hope that works out well for us. God, they're really... Unless they come right through there. Actually, right through there. It's just a horrible, horrible place for Jeff to be. Alright, I guess I'm moving him to there.
On target.
I really dislike that, but so it is.
On Overwatch.
Alright. Ah, good. Alright, I guess I can move Juan up to there.
Me dirijo a la posición indicada.
Hopefully he's not discovered. Where is this module he can hack? Okay. So Jeff can get a shot off on the snake. Very nice. I guess if I put Jessica there, I could have Jeff on Overwatch. That is the penalty here. Minus 16. Hmm. 5 to 7. How many hit points does this thing have? 8. Alright, where does Sharon go in that paradigm? I guess, God, that's awful. I guess she'd have to go to like right there if I wanted to advance her forward. And that gives her a really awkward angle.
Orders confirmed.
Yeah,
On the move.
I guess so. She does have a shot. Alright. So Jessica should be fine moving to here. I can then have everybody else on Overwatch. Have her take a shot on whoever she has a better aim for.
Heading to that location.
It looks like that'll be other dude, which is fair. Alright, everybody else on Overwatch. Yep. Overwatch, Sharon, Overwatch, and Jessica. Please dead make him. Alright! I did not expect her to come through.
Target down.
Indeed.
They found us.
I mean, they less found you than you shot one of them in the face. You got it, Juan. You don't got it, Juan. That's some bullet spray you had there going, Sharon. Come on, Jeff. Come on, Jeff. Okay, set him on fire. Seems like that's going to be a positive. Nice. Wow, 2 damage. That seems really strong. Alright, so this hack.
Accediendo al sistema.
How good or how bad is this to be? I don't necessarily know that we need to do this, but we can take a look at it anyway. So if a failed hack would be bad. Interesting. Well, this does seem like a really strong reward. And it is a low chance of something bad happening. But again, I don't know that we really need to hack this thing at present. So I think for now, I'm going to kind of focus on moving forward. Alright, so Jessica could move there. Where can Juan get? Nowhere good. Alright, what if I have Jessica... God, I could have her move up to there. I guess we do need to advance.
Rolling.
That's pretty dangerous. Alright, she didn't actually see anything. Okay, so that's the escape point. That's the VIP. Alright, so she could get to there. Yeah, let's have Sharon move to
What's over there?
I appreciate your dedication to your job, Sharon. Ugh. Guess if I put him there, he has some ability to see things. I guess ideally I move him to there, so I can get him on high ground next turn decently easily.
Ya voy.
Alright, I'm going to move one up and then have him reload. I think I'm just going to have everybody reload, because it's likely we will
Green to go.
need the firepower.
Let's rock.
Indeed. Alright. So... Alright, where is Sharon going to move to? I guess to there. So
I hope it's worth it.
probably going to be... Yeah, so I guess being shaken kind of changes up her speech patterns, which is cool. I dig that. Alright, I guess we'll move Jessica to there.
Advent troop spotted.
Yeah, so that's kind of unfortunate. And of course Jeff can't see anyone. Can Sharon get a grenade? Interesting. Snake Man does seem like the more potent threat. like the thought of getting Jeff up there. Alright, so one is going to move, yeah, there, so he won't really be of much assistance in all this. Probably. No, he can be. Definitely can be. Alright, let's go ahead and fire this grenade then. As much as we could probably... We'd have a good chance of killing that guy. I would rather... Alright, that's unfortunate that we're blowing up the bench, but I would rather not blow up the corner. So... I mean, you're firing the grenade, you're not throwing it, Sharon. But still, I'll give you that one. Alright.
Sure thing.
So, moving Jeff up. He could do a lightning hands attack. With a pretty reasonable chance of killing the thing. Very nice. And then, can he also go on Overwatch? That should be possible, right? Yes. Very nice. I guess I could have also had him reload, which may have been better. But, we're here now. And she's got a really bad shot, yeah.
Scanning. They're backing up. Advance.
You got him. You really didn't got him. You, like, super un-got him. Oh, good.
Didn't get it. 1-5, be advised. Hostile interceptors are inbound on your current position. Firebrand has a limited window to provide extraction.
Makes sense, I suppose.
I'm going.
I really appreciate how not into this she is. That's a nice trick. I kind of dig it. I guess if I knew exactly where he was, I could knife him. Or, well, sword him, I guess. Alright, no, we're closer. We're closer than I thought we were. You know, I can move there, but I'm slightly concerned that one of these two is not human. Possibly because of the way this guy is standing. So, I'm going to move Jessica around to here. And she still can't see anything. Fair enough. Alright, so I'm going to move Juan up to where she was. And... yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens if we try to hack this thing. I mean, clearly we're already revealed, so I think shutting it off is not a high priority, but maybe we could get something really cool. Okay, so it's just this again, although this is an even higher chance of success. So we can increase his crit chance significantly for 2 turns. And that is a really high chance, but I don't really think it's worth it in this case. I mean, I don't think we need him to have an increased crit chance, and the possibility of a reinforcement thing is bad. Is there really a chance that it's going to come down to Jeff killing this guy when he walks out? I don't think so. Going to have Jeff reload. Oh, and then he can go on pistol Overwatch. Very nice. Yeah, and everybody else on Overwatch. Truck go boom. Gotcha. That was expected. Okay, so The guy did not move, which is bad. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call that bad.
What's over there?
Danger and badness. Huh. Alright, I guess I'm gonna put Jessica there.
Target location.
And yeah, I feel bad because on the one hand I want to move Jeff up, but on the other hand I don't want to move Jeff up. Alright, I'll move one there. I don't know if it's possible to get up there. I'm gonna leave Jeff up here for now.
I'm on it. Affirmative, covering now.
Alright, so Jessica should be able to get in there to some degree.
Heading there now.
Can we not? I'm very confused as to how she's not able to see through there. Alright, well I could be
Clear.
sending Sharon in to die. Where did that guy go? Alright, since clearly it's possible to get up on the roof of that building, I'm going to go ahead and move Jeff up. I'm a little concerned about time.
Come get some. Moving to Overwatch.
And by a little concerned, I mean, what even is going on?
All right, I'll go.
Yeah, if you could, oh,
Attempting to gain entry.
interesting. So this is a hack. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, they both seem good. So that's 25% on 71, so that's, yeah, that's unlikely to happen, but, maybe. Nope. Not even close. Not even remotely close.
We've got access. The VIP is secure and we're on the move.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. VIP is in tow. Proceed to the extraction point.
I mean, in tow might be strong language. So I guess the question here is, do we go through... No, we go through out here. I answered that question for myself. Alright, I guess I send
Designated position.
Jessica there. There's still the guy. I don't know where the guy is. I'm a little concerned about the guy. Right, apparently, I can get there.
Absolutely.
guess I'll have her run there. I still don't know what the deal is with wherever the guy went. I'll have Juan go on Overwatch from there, Jeff from there, Jessica from there. Good job, Juan. Alright, so this may well be, really bad for us. Seriously, Jeff? No, that's really bad.
Alien reinforcements inbound.
Oh, good. Good.
Menace 1-5, we're picking up an enemy transport inbound on your current position.
I was concerned that things were, too simplistic. Oh, right, I have lightning hands, so I could just, high odds to kill the guy without using a movement. I guess that guy's an officer? God, I guess the plan for her is just keep her low. I mean, I can have Jessica run up and knife somebody. Definitely not that guy. Alright, so decent odds to kill either of these folks with a knifing. So I think that's a stun rod guy and that's an officer, but I'm really not sure about either of those things, really. Alright, I guess the thing to do is to see how this works. Hopefully it kills him. Of course it doesn't. Why would it? Oh, right. He should die on his turn if I understand things properly because he's on fire. I assume I don't have a good angle from there. Yeah. Alright, so I guess the plan is going to be to have her move here. Yeah, have her move here, grenade this area. Then have Jessica come up and try to knife this guy. And if that doesn't work,
I'm going.
I mean, if that doesn't work, there are going to be problems and, issues. Oh, that is unfortunate. So I can hit him in his cover, or I can hit both of them. I guess the more important thing is to hit him in his cover, so Juan has a clear shot. Right, do I really have a way to know? Yeah, okay, that's the officer. That's the only one Juan has a shot on. What? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be doing that here. Alright, I can move Juan up and take a shot there, I guess. Jessica can knife this guy though, right? Yeah. Alright. Do it. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Alright. Very nice.
Kill confirmed.
And she'll even be able to pick up some loot. Ah, another stock. Okay. No, wait. A stock. Scope. Well, ooh, even missed shots will do a small amount of damage. Very nice.
Got it.
Alright, I hope I don't screw this up. Alright, Juan. You have got to be kidding me. Well, that's bad. Alright, so that guy should be dead. That means I have to bring Jeff down to shoot this guy.
Heading out.
I assume he can hit from there. Alright. Good. No question about that.
That's how it's done.
We are not in good position. But, so it goes. I'll put her in the corner there for now. And yeah, here they come. Here they come. Is this two, yeah, this is two stun rod guys. Just sort of unfortunate. Okay, good. Alright, so we have 3 turns
Menace 1-5, hostile interceptors are on high-speed approach.
to kill those folks.
Extraction is closing.
Yeah, they're issues. We're aware. Oh, seriously? Seriously. Come on now. Work with me here. Right, and he's basically the same way. I can get to the same places. I still think we need to get on the roof. Oh, there's an access point inside. Interesting. Okay then.
Is it clear?
Guess if I move her to there. Yeah, 'cause they're like right there. I can get him there, but I don't feel I don't feel good about it. God, I feel like everything I'm looking to do here is just feels awful.
Advent forces on the ground.
Oh, they're not on the, they landed on the roof. Great. Wonderful. That's exactly the news I was hoping for. Okay. Oh, she can actually knife somebody. Who can she knife? That guy. Other than the... Except for the fact that that would basically guarantee her dying, it sounds pretty good. That's literally the only downside I see with that. I guess could I could get to there, which is not really of much use. As long as coming around here doesn't spawn anything, it seems alright. No, maybe it doesn't.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Alright, well, the good news is I can take a shot. And I will. Alright, not bad. Of course, clearly these two down here are in bad shape. Not as bad a shape as Jeff is currently looking to be in, but ungood. Ungood, I would say. I really don't know where to put him here. Yeah, I guess there. I've backed myself into a really horrible corner here. I am not sure I can get out of this. I'm gonna have her hunker down. I'm gonna have Jessica go on Overwatch. I'm really thinking we're gonna end up failing this mission. How? How do you miss? Well, I mean, at least some damage was done. And he went on Overwatch. I see. So just 2 damage? Okay, that is acceptable. Alright, so far this isn't actually looking that bad. That bad. Alright, so does Sharon have... Wait, Jeff doesn't have a shot on that guy. I don't remember if Jessica has the ability where she doesn't trigger reaction fire. I don't think she does. Still, I would really like to get in melee range if for only to use the Skulljack, which apparently I could do. Alright, so Juan could... Yeah, Juan should be able to take care of that guy. The real question marks here are this guy and alright, so let's figure out what we're going to do. If I'm going to have Jessica use a skull thing, Juan should just kill this guy. I guess I can have Sharon and Jeff kind of team up on this guy. Alright. Seems fair enough. Get him one. Good job.
Solo lo mejor. Sin cargas.
I'm unsure how good or bad it is if I, Alright, if Jessica runs this way, and Skulljack's dude, she'll go along the wall there. Alright. And I'm well aware that using the Skulljack means I am 100% like guaranteeing that I'm probably going to have Jessica be severely injured, if not even worse than that. Alright, I'll move Sharon up to there. Hopefully she can crit and one-shot this guy? Nope. Fair enough.
Some ammo over here.
Yeah, I imagine you could. Alright, then I guess I'll go ahead and have Jessica do this Skulljack thing. And hope it works. And hope she doesn't die. Achievement unlocked. Well, that sounds good. How in the world did he just stormtrooper that crap?
We have complete
Oh,
access
interesting.
to the Advent Psionic Network. I have dedicated our systems to processing the new data, but we will need to work fast. It is only a matter of time before they detect our intrusion.
Well, considering I gave this to someone who had, like, no tech ability whatsoever, I guess we're just gonna try for this small one and get nothing. Still, we'll get the main thing we came after, so that'll be nice. There we go.
I've got access.
Commander, that appears to be the codex responsible for safeguarding the alien data stores. We'll have to neutralize it if we intend to recover the data. Understood.
I think we've guaranteed failure here, folks. I could be like really greedy and try to run the VIP up to here to try to get her out of there. which makes her a really, really, really easy target. You know what, I guess she's a really easy target anywhere I put her, isn't she? Alright. Hope this thing isn't on Overwatch. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I guess I just have to have Jeff fire from here. Unfortunately.
Only the best.
Alright, well, someone's gonna die. Possibly multiple someones. Teleport?
Codex appears to be in a state of flux, existing simultaneously across multiple dimensions. Incoming fire!
There's no part of that I like the sound of. Just
S15, you're out of time. Get to the evac point now.
just literal, actual no part of that I like the sound of.
VIP secure and in position for evac.
Now, what I wonder
This is Firebrand. VIP is secure.
is if we get rid of, say, this thing. Yeah, which we're not going to do. Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter. I was going to say, what happens to the folks who can't make it to the extraction point? And I say it doesn't matter because nobody's going to make it to the extraction point. I guess that means we're going to lose the whole squad? Seems like that could be the case. Also seems like that's pretty terrible. Can we get on the roof? Alright, apparently we can. I guess the plan here is going to be to see where we can actually get everyone to. Alright, I mean, I guess the plan here is I'm going to run Sharon and Jeff up to places where maybe they can get out if we have another turn, which we shouldn't. And everyone else, and I guess by everyone else, I mean the other two, are so is that not even... Okay, that is something. Alright.
Already there.
I'll go ahead and run Jeff there, and, you know, maybe, we'll see. Maybe it won't be as bad as it seems like it'll be. It'll probably be worse. Oh god, one doesn't even have any ammo. So it'll literally just be Jessica providing covering fire. Who cannot kill the thing in one shot. Good. Good. This is great. I can't even tell which thing that's supposed to be. Alright, now we find out. It's a learning experience for us all. Takes a shot on Juan. Yeah, Juan's dead. What? Oh my. That's rough.
Interceptors within striking distance in 30 seconds. Firebrand, clear the area.
Avenger, returning to base.
Okay, so I'm taking that to mean that we lost the entire squad. That's pretty bad. Gonna describe that as pretty bad. Yep. Empty seats everywhere. So yeah. Gonna call that bad. Wow. Well, nobody to blame but myself. I should have been a little quicker in the earlier turns. Wow. Does that mean that we didn't recover anything? I assume that's the case. That means we lost the medikit, we lost all the augments to the weapons, all that experience. It's pretty bad. There's nobody coming out.
Our troops are making it look easy out there, Commander. All thanks to you.
Making it look none of them came home. What are you talking about? Although this captured thing is interesting. Okay, so we do still get the stock and we get the VIP.
You have done an outstanding job leading the Resistance, Commander.
Are you sure about that? I think I just saw a completely different mission than you did. Jeez. So that was a thing that happened to all of us. That was bad. So yeah. I guess next time we'll deal with the fallout. Thanks for watching, folks, and I hope to see you next time.
It's ready for what they're going up against, but having the commander back is a bigger confidence boost than any speech.
You know what? I'm not so sure that anything that's happened currently backs up your faith. I'm just saying. We've not been doing well. Anyway, yeah, folks. See you later. Thanks for watching.